Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Free Info Friday. I hope you all had a great Halloween if you celebrated. And regardless of whether you celebrated or not, I hope you stayed warm in this crazy weather we've been having. So today I wanted to talk about the difference between a will and a trust. This was a question that someone asked, and most people, they're unsure of the differences, whether you need one or the other or both. So let me go through a couple tidbits about both a will and a trust. So both both types of documents are methods of distributing property after your death, so they are similar in that regard. However, a will is going to go through the probate process, whereas a trust avoids probate. Wills are also, they become public documents after your death, whereas a trust is more private, a more discreet way of distributing your property after death. So if privacy is something that it's important to you to even have after your death, then a trust may be something you want to look into. Um, Trust can also be helpful in terms of incapacity. You can plan for if you become incapacitated, who's going to pay your bills and who's going to, do those sorts of things. A will doesn't do that on its own. There's other instruments that can do a similar thing. For instance, a power of attorney can be helpful in incapacity. And that's something that you would have to get in addition to a will. However, they're fairly inexpensive. Um, Also, trusts can be much more expensive up front. Now, people argue that in the long run, a trust may save you money, but they're definitely more costly up front, where a will is much cheaper up front. So those are sort of the difference between a will and a trust. But it's important to remember that they're not mutually exclusive. If you have a trust, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't need a will, or vice versa. You may need both. Um, and maybe one's going to be enough for you. It all sort of depends on your circumstance, what you want to happen after your death, and those sorts of things. So it really is kind of a case by case basis. So if you have any questions, or you want to talk about whether you need a will or a trust or both or something different completely, just call, text, email, message me, and I'm happy to talk with you and kind of give you, your best options and work with you on the things that are important to you. Some people, privacy is important. Some people, price is important. Everybody has their own things that are going to matter more to them. So that's kind of where I come in, and I can talk with you about what's going to fit your needs best. So if you have any questions or your comments on this video, please remember to post those questions or comments on the kekeliklaw page. That way I'm notified of those questions or comments and I can respond to them. Otherwise, feel free to reach out. Like I said, call, text, email, message, whatever's convenient for you. I'm here for you guys, and I look forward to working with you. Have a great weekend.